Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Really crappy Monday. We'll just start it with that. Well, for baseball, there was one thing I posted. Well, I mean everything was terrible for baseball, but I did post this for football, and I know a few people. I know a few people tailed it. This was trash, so I just delete everything because I like to clean it up so you're not scrolled or everything. But at 2:36 in the afternoon, well, my time, I posted this Bears defense to score. So that was nice. It paid, I don't remember, $680. This is plus 1260. I had $50 on it. You do the math, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's what it paid. And some people tailed it, made some money. So yeah, I post my picks on Discord, and everyone else posts theirs too. Trust me, plenty of people are posting their stuff and winning quite a bit. So he's going to win the because he got the last touchdown, so he'll win bonus bets for that touchdown and a bunch of other goods. It's a nice one. Here's a really nice one, 20 for 240. JJ McCarthy interception, the one that won me the Bears defense touchdown. It's too bad the Bears still suck, but that's just the Bears. That doesn't surprise me one bit. All right, let's get into the baseball slate on Dinger Tuesday. Ghetto Dinger Tuesday, according to FanDuel now, since they got rid of their good promo this year, which is just stupid. Pirates go to Baltimore, which is, as we know, one of my favorite parks for home runs. Weather is this day. The wind is not ideal. I'm not going to say you can't pick from here. I still think it's okay. But keep in mind, it is the Pirates, and they do kind of suck. But, hey, you never know. I mean, Horowitz is a decent pick. Reynolds. Cruz would be a nice pick here. That actually wouldn't be so bad. Bradish isn't, like, the worst pitcher in the world. But I'm going to kind of leave it up to you guys. With that wind, it doesn't necessarily scare me, but I don't know. First game of the slate, I'm just going to avoid it. I don't really like it. Ashcraft has actually been pretty good this year, too. So this is kind of a weird one, even though Baltimore has been playing better. So, like, Hauser, even this Basayo guy would probably be okay. But I'll leave this game up to you guys because I'm sure there's other games on the slate that we can target that are going to be more reliable. It doesn't have crappy weather. The next one on here is KC in Cleveland. The wind is also blowing in here, but it's only 4.7 miles per hour, so that's not bad. That's not bad wind at all. Cameron versus Cantillo. It is a double lefty, which I hate. I hate double lefty games. Over the years, I've noticed that for whatever reason, when two lefty starters start, because guys hit less home runs off of lefties. It's just a fact. So I just don't like it when games have both lefties. So, I mean, obviously, if you want to go with the obvious, like Perez Witt, that's fine. Vinny isn't ideal against a lefty. He doesn't have good numbers against lefties. So, and then as far as Cleveland goes, I mean, you could always go Ramirez. Once again, I wouldn't take Manzardo, but you can if you want. David Fry is a decent pick here, or Noel. But yeah, just be careful with these first two games. Like I said, there's going to be better games on the slate to target. So I'm going to avoid these. You guys can do whatever you want with it. Washington still in Miami. Parker versus Perez. This is a decent looking game. There were a lot of home runs in this game for whatever reason. I did like Josh Bell, and he hit 2. The reason why is because, well, Miami isn't very good, but he used to play for Miami, so he's used to hitting at this park. And I like it when players, are used to hitting on a park. And he hit 2 on Monday, so go figure. So yeah, I like Bell, Garcia. Garcia's still hot. Wood and Abram are always okay. They're just cold right now, so that's kind of up to you guys. But Wood's okay. But I would stick with Bell and Garcia. They're definitely the better bats right now on the team. And Dylan Cruz did finally hit one on Monday, but it's up to you if you trust him. As far as Miami goes, I would stick with. I think Otto Lopez is an okay, like, kind of long shot. Ramirez is usually the guy. right? Hernandez. This is just a bad team, so just keep that in mind. So I'm obviously not going to take any Marlins. I think if you take anything in this game, go with some Washington players. And New York Mets still in Philadelphia. That was a very disappointing game. One thing that I didn't really point out is it was a travel day. The thing that kind of pisses me off though is like last Monday was obviously, the holiday, and they played a day game and then they traveled and played a day game, and like home runs were just flying everywhere. So it's just like it just proves how unpredictable this stuff is. And this is another double lefty game. Mania has struggled this year, so I'm okay with targeting him. Suarez does not allow a lot of home runs. I would be really careful with Mets. Obviously, if you're going to take any, I would prefer Alonso or Vientos, somewhere along those lines. But just be careful with Mets in this game, especially after Monday's really good performance against Nola. But I do kind of like Phillies here. I would go probably like Remuto. Schwarber's cold as ice. I wouldn't take him against a lefty, but obviously you can. He is good off lefties. He can hit lefties for sure. And then Harper's always, Harper and Schwarber is matchup proof. It's just dependent on if you trust them with your money. So yeah, I would say like Real Muto, Bader. I can't really take Castellanos right now either because he's just bad. But you could go like Sosa, even freaking Weston Wilson if you want, So consider some of the righties, preferably Remuto or Bader or Sosa. And then if you want a long shot, you can take Otto Kemp. Oh yeah, Otto Kemp has 4 home runs. Yippee. That's if he even plays. Who knows? But yeah. This is another game to kind of be careful with. Let's check the weather. I forgot to check the weather. Oh, the wind is terrible. This might be a good game to avoid, actually. It's worse for lefties, and I did mention righties, so I think it's okay. Just be careful. Man, this slate looks... Look at even the Yankees. Wow, this looks kind of rough. Yankee Stadium has wind 9.2 blowing in also. This looks, yeah. They got Torres leading off. What? He used to lead off for them. Colt Keith usually does. Is he hurt? He's down here. All right, so if you do try this game, Will Warren doesn't allow a ton of home runs from what I remember. Yes. He's pitched a lot more innings. They've both allowed 17. How the Red Sox? I'm just curious. These games are still going on. No. I don't think Bregman's ever going to hit home run ever again. So, yeah, this is a tough one, too, with this wind. Pay attention to the wind, too. It could always change, like I always say. But also, the Tigers are just so cold right now. I don't know if I can trust them. This might be one to stay off of unless you're really feeling like Green or Carpenter or something like that. Someone mentioned in my Discord that he likes Carpenter a lot. Why don't we just trust him? So take Carpenter or Green if you want. I think those are okay as usual. But just be careful with the wind. And then as far as Yankees, the thing is, if the wind is blowing in from left field, that means lefties are okay. Like, they're better. And we already know we love Yankees lefties. Mize isn't the worst pitcher. Let's see if the Yankees have decent numbers off him. No, they don't. They have terrible numbers off him. McMahon has the only home run off him, ironically. But it's a very small sample size, so just keep that in mind, too. So, take your favorite Yankee lefty if you want. I don't want to eliminate every game, but maybe the slate is worse than I thought. But yeah, just pay attention to the wind. Rice is hot still. Grisham is Grisham. We already know about Judge and Stanton, so we'll have to kind of look at it tomorrow. Let's see what their odds look like. Yeah, the odds are a bit higher than normal. So that's kind of interesting to see. All right, so Houston goes Toronto. At least this is a dome. We don't have to worry about the wind. I would say Bieber has been struggling recently, and Alvarez is playing well, so I'm cool with Alvarez. I'm cool with Sanchez. If you want to try Pena, the leadoff, his odds are usually really nice. He's probably not listed yet. Yeah, the other games are still going And I would probably just prefer Alvarez in this game. Walker should be okay though too. Are they really dropping him enough? I don't get it. Like, why are they? They're like making the lineups all weird looking. But yeah, I would just prefer Alvarez more than likely in this one. And then as far as Toronto goes, just fire up whoever you want. I don't really know who this Luis Garcia guy is, but you can go my guy Varsho, Springer, Vladdy, Bichette, any Blue Jay you want. Feel free. I think it's fine. I think this guy's a rookie. Cubs are still terrible. They're still in Atlanta, which is blowing from left to right. Strider's been really bad, but I think his last start he played pretty well. Of course, it's the Mets. 3 earned runs, 2 earned runs. Yeah, I mean, more recently he's been pitching. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong realm. 3-1. He had 7 against the White Sox, of course, like one of the hotter teams of all. So he had 8 and 7 back to back, and then against Miami and of course the Cubs. The thing is, with him facing the Cubs twice in a week, it's usually an advantage to the hitter. So if you think of it that way, like you theoretically could take some Cubs and feel a little better about it, but you know, that's if you trust the Cubs right now, who are really bad. I wouldn't take any unless you just really want to give it a whirl. But with how bad they are right now, I can't do it. I can't trust them with my money is what I'm saying. And I don't want you guys, unless you're really feeling it, I just don't want you guys to waste your money too. But I'm often wrong, so feel free to take Bush, Tucker, whoever you want. As far as Atlanta goes, we already know Horton's been great, and he also pitched in that same game, I think, with Strider. Oh no, did he? I don't remember. He did pitch against Atlanta recently. I know that when they were in Chicago. And he pitched a great game. I hope he does it again because whoever tailed that, he's plus 105. Wow, Drake's plus 110. So this is once again, this game could really help determine, which one of the two wins Rookie of the Year. Collins is plus 600. Damn, that is wild. So hopefully Cade pitches a gem here. And he doesn't necessarily need the win. He just needs to pitch well. He is on a pitch count. Usually, I think he gets around 70 pitches. Just keep that in mind. And the Cubs bullpen has been terrible, so you can always live bet Braves if it's a slow start against the Cubs bullpen. But yeah, I think this is a good game to avoid as the wind blowing in and everything. This weather sucks tomorrow. Here's another crappy one. Great. Well, it's not that bad. It's only 7 miles per hour. But Tampa and the White Sox, yeah, I mean, this is okay. I mean, I'm not afraid of 7 mile per hour wind. But it's also not a great stadium for home runs. Man, this slate sucks. Also, someone in my Discord mentioned Brandon Lau. I guess this pitcher has good pitches for someone like him to hit. And I already like him, so... Obviously, you take Lau. Obviously, Camaro's fine. Even Josh Lau, he's been fine lately. He's been hitting, not a lot, but decently. So kind of go with the main two, Tampa. And then if you feel like any long shots, feel free. As far as Hauser goes, this is his former team, actually. He pitched here earlier in the year. He's been really good this year. I mean, obviously, you can try Montgomery. You can try Benintendi. You can try Sosa, Teal if you want. I would probably stay away just because Hauser is a really good pitcher. I've got to give him some credit here. Let me see. And I don't think he's allowed a lot of home runs this year. He's only allowed 7 in 100 innings. That's actually really impressive. So keep that in mind, too. All right. The next game is Milwaukee in Texas. Patrick versus Leiter. Once again, 2 good pitchers. Really crappy stadium this year for home runs. This Hellman guy hit a grand slam, and that was it on Monday. The Brewers got shut out. I mean, against Leiter, let's see if any of them have faced him before. He's been pretty good lately. He's actually been pretty solid. So, and it's also a dome, so no weather. I think Terang and Churio are fine. It's pretty much where I'd go. Maybe Yelich. I thought I saw some news about him being hurt though. Lower back soreness. Yeah, maybe keep an eye. He might not play. He's got back issues apparently. But if he has back issues, don't take him for a home run. That's a huge part of your power is to be able to swing the bat and not be uncomfortable, you know? I would not take Yelich. I'm just going to say it. I try not to be like that guy, and then he hits one, and everyone's like, oh, you thought he wasn't going to hit one. Well, I'm not a fortune teller. So, obviously, I'd prefer the top two, Churio and Terang. As far as the Rangers go, they're just, I mean, without Seager, they're winning games. I actually put $20 on them to win the World Series today. If you want to tail it, they're plus 4,500. I like taking those juicy odds. I don't know. It was tempting, and they're just playing well right now. Their pitching is really good. So if Seager comes back healthy, I mean, the sky's the limit for them, in my opinion. I could see them coming out the AL. They're a game now. They're probably a game and a half because I think Seattle won today, but they're close. I mean, whatever. It's $20. So yeah, in this game, or as far as these guys go, I probably would stay away from Chad Patrick. Let's see how many home runs. Oh, they don't even have him listed. So pay attention to see if he's even pitching. We might have to change it up. All right. And the Twins in Los Angeles. Well, Anaheim, I guess. Matthews versus Hendricks. This could be a really good game. Here we go. Do we finally find a good game? Yep. Good weather. Good kind of rough pitching. Buxton got Monday off. Was it Buxton? Yeah, Buxton hurt him, got hit by a pitch on Sunday. So make sure he's starting before you bet him. I don't know if he's going to start on Tuesday. But they did say he should be fine. He did get Monday off, obviously, but I would imagine he starts Tuesday. Just pay attention. So, you know, the usual guys here. Lewis he hit 2 on Monday. He's just, you know, I've been talking about him lately. I still like him. And then if you I trust Warner more than Larnack right now, I think. So I'd probably go him first if you want to try it. But this is a good game to target. I mean, obviously, Adele has been sick. He didn't play. He got scratched from Monday because he was sick, so pay attention to him as well. I would imagine he plays Tuesday. He'll probably be all good now. But obviously, we like Adele. Nito is just cold. Did they? Yeah, they're getting killed. Did Ohtani finally? I tried calling Ohtani hitting one. No, he didn't. I did say the Dodgers were going to win. Someone was dooming and glooming they haven't won yet, but someone was dooming and glooming in my Discord. They're going to lose me $350. I was like, dude, the Dodgers are going to win. Don't worry about it. You got to understand, some of these bullpens are really bad, and the Rockies are one of them. Don't give up when it's 1-0. All right, so yeah, focus, obviously, the usual Adele Nito. I mean, it's kind of boring picking the Angels, but I wish I could pick Travis. He's just bad this year. Maybe now you have to take him. All right, the Cardinals still in Seattle. Kirby's been pretty bad this year. Somebody called Burleson in my Discord. I think you can stick with him. He did hit one on Monday. I'm fine with that, especially with how bad Kirby's been. I think Gorman's okay too. It's just, I just hate taking them. Maybe Herrera. I'm going to leave the Cardinals up to you guys. I don't want to take any. Maybe Burleson. I could put him in a parlay tomorrow. I'm okay with that. I loved him last year. That guy was a cash cow for a while. Seattle didn't really play particularly well today as far as they didn't hit a home run. But they could hit one off Liberatore. So I would like Julio and Suarez a lot tomorrow, Tuesday. And obviously, Cal's always in play. Randy's okay. He's just really cooled off. So I would prioritize the usual these guys. And then if you want a long shot, go with like Garver or something like that. Naylor, I think he hit off a lefty on Sunday, but Yeah. I don't know if I'd go there. In Seattle, that's a tough park to hit at. Reds are still in San Diego, obviously. We got Mr. TJ Friedel hit a leadoff home run. Go figure. Oh, Michael King's back. Michael King's a very good pitcher. I didn't know he was back. This guy's a very good pitcher. So more than likely, you're probably going to want to avoid Reds against King unless someone has really good numbers off him and you really want to give it a whirl. Just, my cat's being weird. Just for you guys, I'm curious. King. Yeah, when they come back, they don't. I hate when they don't show their numbers when they come back. There he is. Oh, they haven't really faced him much. Yeah. Some of them have decent numbers off him, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to avoid... I don't even like picking Reds right now anyway, unless you want like McLean or something. He's been pretty good. Oh, yeah, what's the weather looking like? Still pretty crappy. That's really crappy for righties, specifically. 10 miles per hour from left to right. So we saw Little have finally have a terrible start the other day. Who was that against? I don't remember. That was against Toronto, of course. It was Toronto's super hot. So don't use recency bias and say, "Oh, Little was really bad." You got to keep in mind that Toronto's a really good team. Like I could see them winning the World Series this year. That's how good they are. So don't think just because he just had a bad start, you can stack San Diego Padres, who as a team has really struggled as of recent as well. Like they're tied 3-3, and they don't have a home run today. And with that said, I mean, it's okay for sure. You could take O'Hearn. I would be careful with the righties with that wind. So I'd prefer like Sheets, Merrill, even Cronenworth, like prioritize the lefties. But if you want to give Machado or Tatis or someone a shot, I mean, that's fine. Just keep in mind that wind is just kind of crappy. But if it shifts, see if it changes. Maybe it'll change for the better later in the day. Diamondbacks in San Francisco. Today's Monday's game, of course, was a home run derby. I don't know what's going on in San Francisco lately. This ball's been flying out that park. As far as Gallen versus Ray, I mean, it's a decent game to target. I don't know if that's going to happen 2 days in a row, though, so be careful betting at the stadium. But I'm sure these guys have seen each other a lot, being in the same division. Yeah, Adames, Bailey, even Lee has a home run. What? And he hit one on Monday. Interesting. Marte, McCann, yeah, but the numbers just aren't that good. But this is just like one game they've seen them. So small sample size, but I don't trust Diamondbacks. Maybe if Moreno starts because he's randomly hitting home runs, I think he's okay. But yeah, just be careful with D-backs. I would prefer Giants for sure, just because they're still hot. They're still one of the best scoring teams in the league as of like. I feel like it's the last 2 weeks. So obviously you can go Devers. Even Ramos hit one on Monday. I don't know if I'd go back to Dominic Smith, but he did hit one on Monday. Chapman's always fine. Adames. So the usual Giants are fine. And then Bailey or some long shots are okay too if you want to throw them in a single. But I don't know. I just feel like after Monday's game, this game's going to end like 1-0 or something. That's just the feeling I get. It is 7.5 over under, but that's usually around what it is. All right, Boston in Sacramento, May versus Springs. This could be juicy. I like this one. Wind. All right, the last two games are fine. 8 and 10 miles per hour. So I'm perfectly fine with taking Bregman. I can't take him till he hits a home run. Story I love. He hit one on Monday also. I like Russ Snyder against lefties. I usually like, I don't know how to say this guy's name. I call him Raffy against lefties. And then Carlos, for this guy just randomly hits home runs, but most people are in play in this stadium. You have to keep in mind how good this stadium, 10.5 over under. Like, this is just a great park for hitting. They'll definitely prioritize the righties over, like, and Duran can definitely hit off a lefty. I'm fine with him, but he's also not really technically like a power hitter, like a home run. He's a doubles, triple guy. He's really, really fast. And then as far as athletics go, I like Kurtz a lot here. I like, once again, basically anyone. Like the usual guys, Langoliers, Rooker, Soderstrom. Butler's good here too. Like Blade, like anyone's fine here. I would say, honestly, my favorite would be Kurtz, especially if he leads off. I would almost say Kurtz, then Soderstrom, and then Shea and Butler. Like anyone's in play here. This looks like a really good game to maybe do like cross some, home run parlays, like two-leggers or something. Cool. So we finally found a really good game. Hey. All right, Rockies, Dodgers. I don't know what's with the Dodgers. Did they win this game yet? Muncie's up. I know everyone's on Muncie today. I was too. I liked them a lot today. With that said, I think Muncie has like insane numbers off of Marquez. So I love Muncie on Tuesday. And now that he's back in the swing of things, hopefully he'll hit one on Tuesday. As far as Rockies go against Sheehan, this guy, if I take anyone against him, he pitches the best game of his life. But he is a decent target. Like, obviously, we're a broken record here. Mondiak, Goodman, the usual guys. But it's a great stadium for home runs, so I'm still okay with like Doyle. Even Warming, maybe Warming will hit one finally. Sorry, I need some water. And hell, even Tovar. Like, I don't know. It's just such a good stadium, but I would focus, Mickey and Goodman. And then if you want to expand to like Doyle, that's fine. And if you want a long shot in Warming, feel free. As far as Dodgers, once again, you can fire anybody up, but man, are they're just not fun to pick right now. I am not having fun. I mean, obviously Ohtani is Ohtani, but I think you can try the Ohtani Muncie, parlay again if you want to do a teammate parlay. I was going to do it, but man, the odds were just terrible. I couldn't. $10 paid or won you like $60, and I'm like, nah. And I'm just not a big fan of putting $25 on a parlay like that. So just be careful with stuff like that. But Ohtani, Freddie, is Will Smith playing? If he plays, I like him. But yeah, pretty much anyone in this game on the Dodgers should be fine, but they're just cold. But they will break out here eventually, I promise. All right. Pretty crappy slate, it looks like. Pay attention to the wind, pay attention to the weather. I don't like it that much. I'm just going to straight up say it. You can skip Tuesday. You don't have to bet every day. You can skip this slate. Straight up. I want you guys to make money. I don't want you guys to give up money. But Monday was an anomaly. It was bad, but it was also like a 9-game slate or whatever. So yeah, I mean, there aren't going to be as many home runs, but it was really bad. That's for sure. Per usual, join the Discord. And once again, I get this question a lot, so I'm going to try. I should have done this at the very beginning of the video, but I didn't. So ladies and gentlemen, we're back. All right. This is Monday's video. Literally, scroll here. You can click that right there. It says Discord. Click it. That is the invite. A lot of people are in the comments are saying, send me the invite. Send me the invite. Bell used to play for Miami. I don't remember why he said that. See, here you go. Can I have your Discord link? It's literally in here. I always have it in there. So please click that and you'll get the invite, and make sure you have an account and everything. I mean, I don't know if it'll ask you to make one, but yeah. And then, as I always say, I post picks here, daily picks. I do my write-up here. See, I said Buxton is hurt, he's probably not going to play. I try to give as much news as I humanly possibly can for you guys. And yeah, I think that's it. Cool. All right. Y'all have a great day. I don't know what just happened. Where did it stop? What is happening right now? Oh. What? I don't understand what's happening.